Hi, everyone. This is Radio Jack and my guest expert today from Intelligent Office, Mr. Gustavo de la Fuente. Welcome back, Gustavo.
How are you, Jack?
I am fantastic. I'm excited to talk about virtual offices and about all the different types of businesses that you service. Can you give us some examples?
Well, sure. We've spoken about the fact that we have so many, just a great variety of professionals in there. And let me give you one particular example. It's financial planners or financial advisors. So I have a financial planner in the office. He's not there full time. What he does is he uses our flex space. So he comes in every week on Tuesday mornings, meets with clients in the conference room. Usually it's only Tuesday or Tuesdays. Sometimes he might use another day, but essentially it's Tuesdays. And we add to that service by being his executive assistants. So every single call he gets in, if they want to schedule something for him, if they want to talk to him, we will take those calls. We will answer in his company's name. And he's quite busy, so it's not easy for him to answer all his calls. At the end of the day, he's forwarding his phone line to us. So we're answering in his name. And that makes it much more formal, much more professional. When people call in, they find out that he's got a whole structure behind him, a whole staff behind him. They feel better. They feel that they're being taken care of. And when they meet with him in the office, of course, he's got a nicely set up office there.
Yeah, and financial advisors, just to drill down a little bit, the kinds of calls that he would get, typically, I would imagine, would be having to do with the stock market, the metal market, different things having to do with that type of advice, or what kind, and you don't answer him unless he gives you the answer.
Of course. So what happens is that we sit down with him, we do a consultation. He trains us as to how he wants us to answer those phones.
Okay.
We spend some time doing that. So by the time we take the calls, we know how to answer them. And there's many types of clients. I mean, you have people who just want to know maybe what his fees are. Or maybe they want to ask, where is he located?
So how would you answer that if I say, okay, I'm thinking of hiring this financial advisor. I heard him on the radio. Is this guy very expensive? What are his fees like?
Well, sure. Then we get into the, thank you for calling. And yes, he has several packages available for you, but he would love to meet with you first to kind of understand your situation. So, I can't profess to know everything about how he's going to deal with that particular client just because every client has different needs.
Sure.
But we certainly position that caller so that they feel good about talking to this person at a very sort of basic stage. But if that caller wants to set up an appointment,
that's what
we do it there. If they actually want to talk to the advisor and the advisor is willing to do that, well, we'll connect them. So there's plenty of different types of information that client is going to ask and is going to get as far as a response from us. But it all depends on what the business owner, in this case the financial planner, wants to say.
Yeah, like if he tells you to say something like, well, there's an initial consultation fee, then you would quote that. Or if there's not an initial consultation fee,
that's correct.
Don't charge.
Yes. And there may be some other items that he wants us to make sure we tell people about his business, as far as, say, his bio. Most people want to know about the background of the person that's going to be handling their money. So they want to know where he went to school, what his experience is. I mean, has he dealt with clients in the San Diego County area, maybe in other parts of the U.S., around the world? I mean, what is his experience? Does he have the series, Series 6, Series 7?
Is he certified?
Has he actually taken these certifications? So all of that we can give out. He doesn't have to do that. He should be doing that. I think that's where the staff comes in and to do part of it.
Yeah, and it really is. It builds him up, it lifts him up, and it makes him.
Oh, completely. And then we can point out to his website or whatever it is.
Sure.
Maybe he's got a promotion going on.
Sure. So because I know even for myself, it's difficult to brag about yourself if you have degrees, if you have accomplishments, but if you have that staff person saying, "Oh yes, well he was voted last year as the best financial advisor in the county of San Diego," He's not going to say that.
That's right.
He's not going to say, well, hi, I'm the best financial advisor.
or he's not going to record it and have you listen to that, right? That's probably the worst.
Right. But having a person say it, that's a great tool. What other types of business?
Well, let me tell you, when you say, talking about people's experience, when you deal with doctors, let's say it's an eye doctor or an orthodontist, which we have a few of the host clients. Experience, accomplishments, extremely important in the health environment. And so if in the case of the orthodontist we deal with, for instance, well, there are several of them, but one of them in particular, people call in, they want to know, which insurance companies that doctor takes. They want to know if they can schedule an appointment as soon as possible with that doctor. They want to know about their bio. They want to figure out if it's the right person for them. Maybe they're just inquiring and they're inquiring for another 5-10 orthodontists. So we tell them, we give that information out. And again, it's based on the consultation that orthodontist asked us to have. Now, in this case, the orthodontist, of course, they have their own office, right? Their own place where they perform all these
procedures.
Right, the procedures. So they're not physically in our office, but we behave as their staff.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes them look a lot better. It's a great enhancement to their image, and we do it very professionally. So it can be the scheduling, it can be just frequently asked questions. It could be something about the insurance. It could be something about the kinds of procedures that particular orthodontist does. Maybe it's a package deal that they're putting together for the summer, for the winter, whatever. Same goes for eye doctors, for instance. Now, eye doctors, they may want to see the patient there, but they may also want us to talk to the surgical centers, because as you know, people, I went through an eye surgery a year and a half ago. So I'm sure many people have to schedule these things. So the doctor's offices don't have the wherewithal, to call these surgical centers. So we do that job for them. So we're the liaison between the eye doctor and the surgical centers in this case. So every doctor, again, different needs. There's another doctor who, after the third ring, let's say the phone rings in their office and nobody takes it. After that third ring, it'll ring in our office.
Oh, good.
So they use us as backup in that case, right? So sure. any day between Monday and Friday, we get calls from people who certainly don't want to be frustrated, having to wait I don't know how many minutes to get somebody on the line to schedule them. That's where we come in as well.
What other items do we have?
I'll tell you a funny story. An online grocer. We have somebody who brings to this country all kinds of foodstuffs, interesting ones, very ethnic foods, and they got callers. I couldn't believe it. They have callers from all over the U.S. They even have callers from United States bases, like Army bases abroad.
Wow.
They call in to figure out, what kind of product it is, how it comes packaged, how soon they can get the package. And they order packages from us directly, and we actually take their credit card information online, and we end up sending them the packages because we've got access to the company's warehouse in town. So those are the kinds of things that a virtual assistant should be doing for you, by the way, and most of them do not do this. So we do this kind of thing for an online grocer.
And how do we reach you?
You can reach us at 858-964-2300, and our portal, our web portal, is www.intelligentoffice.com/San Diego.
And if you have a product and you're looking for a fulfillment center or something, a step between your staff and a fulfillment center,
yes,
then that's the kind of service.
Well, that's the kind of service we do already.
Yeah.
We have another gentleman who sells teeth cleaning, teeth whitening kits.
Really?
So what happens is that I actually receive the kits in the reception area, right? So the mail, the United States Mail Service brings the kits. We have them available. People come in, they call us, and they say, I need to pick up a kit. They come in, we'll log them on, we give them their kit, and they're gone. So again, awesome. We can act as a simple, a place where people will call in, a nice location in La Jolla where people come in, they get their thing, and they're done. They're out. Free parking, by the way, for that kind of thing. So
awesome.
No additional cost for that.
and a nice, what is it, 10, 20-story building?
It's an 11-story building. We're on the
11-story.
second floor, so we're right there. Very
Yeah.
practical, right next to the parking structure. So it's a very, very practical location.
Beautiful location. Well, thanks for being with us again and going into more detail. I'm looking forward to learning more about the different types of offices and different types of businesses that you have at Intelligent Office.
Well, thank you very much, Jack. And reminding people that we're going to be at San Diego Entrepreneur Day on the 28th of September from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're going to have a booth there. It's going to be on downtown on J Street.
J Street, I believe, yes.
Yes, J Street, in fact.
That's a very
And 10th.
popular event. I've been down there a number of times myself. I like to pick up a few interviews, and because there's so many unique and clever new businesses all the time.
Yes. And I was there last year, not as an exhibitor. This year I will be because I actually really enjoyed the event. I met a lot of people and many people starting business.
Yep, absolutely. All right, Intelligent Office right here on Intelligent Talk Radio on KCBQ 1170 AM.
Traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5.